everyday thing. It's an everyday thing. It's an everyday thing when you let your nuts hang.
A lot of people ask me why I don't talk to my mom anymore or how and why I went no contact with my mother. And I'm going to share one story as to like when I realized my mom genuinely cannot stand me. It is when she let her call her like one of our aunts, one of our white aunties, she let her call me the N-word and try to fight my older sister who was postpartum with the baby in her arm, and I had to fight for my life while my mother sat there and did nothing. When I was like 17 years old, I was going through a really rebellious phase with my mother just because all the years that she was on drugs and all of the years of abuse finally caught up to me, and I was like, I really cannot stand you, because actually I've been around girls and their mothers, and mothers actually mother. You want to fight? What the fuck? Like, you don't like me. She would do this thing where she is so Caribbean. She would do this thing where she would call somebody, have them come over and have them talk shit. Like, if we did something wrong, she would call somebody, tell them our business, or then have them come over and speak loudly about us. This time, she told a white lady, and we're going to call her Dina. We're going to call her Dina. Now, Dina has been in the family for a long time. Her daughter was also a crackhead like my mom. And, yeah, weird white lady who loved having sex with black men and loved she was a fetishizer. That's what she was. And she loved being with one of my Haitian uncles because she said this verbatim when I was like 7 years old. She told me this. She said, your uncle licked me in places even when I was on my period. Ugh, nasty mother effer. You nasty white bitch. Why are you telling me that, bitch? Why are you telling me that? I'm trying to eat my burrito. You telling me this? Ugh. Mind you, she already didn't wash her ass. Like, that's the thing. She had a hoarder house. Anyways, came over to our house after my mom called her and said, oh my God, like, my daughters are being bitches. Get them out of my house. Why are you calling a white lady? Are you... Do you... It's 2018. Hello? Anyways, she walks into the house. This is literally how she did it. She comes into the house. We're going to call my sister Christiana. She walks in there. She's like, Christiana, get your shit and get the out of here. My sister was like, oh, who is you? Like, what are you talking about? Like, you don't know what my mother has done. You don't know what we're talking about right now. This is a closed family issue. And she was like, I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. When she came into our house, she was like, you bitches need to get the fuck out of here. I was just all like, you can't tell us what to do. You can't tell us what to do, and you do not need to be talking to us that way. She was like, I don't give a fuck how I speak to you. Oh. You talking to the wall or me? You talking to cinnamon roll or me? You're white. Yeah. Yeah. I threw those hands. And she was like, and she went to grab my sister. And so I grabbed her. Now she's like 54. I'm like 16, 17. She's like 250. I'm like 112. And so I'm like, all right, let's do this. And I fight this white lady. I fight this big bitch. And my mom was just like, oh no. Grabbing her cane and shit because my mother had a stroke and she had to have a cane. She was fine though. She could walk. At this time, she was in great shape. I was like, oh no, Dina, don't stop. While this lady was literally, we were rumbling. I was like, you are not going to touch my sister. You are not going to touch my sister. And I have this big white lady in a headlock. I'm like, like, I'm sick of you. I was so sick of this lady. This white lady always had it out with for my sister specifically. And my sister's newborn baby was right there. So, hello? So my sister ended up calling herself an Uber and like leaving. She was like, Nina, oh my God, like, I don't want to leave you. I was like, just leave. I got this. I got her. And she had the nerve to keep cussing me out. I never looked at my mom the same way. And that was the day that I knew that, like, once I get my shit, like, once I graduate high school, you're never hearing from me again.
What to do, everyday people, man? It's your boy PJ. Today we back with another lit video. Back in the confessional. Yes, we staying lit, big dog, man. Shout out to my everyday people who rock with me every day, man. Yo, I couldn't imagine having beef with my mom or my dad. We had our times, let me tell you, but they're not bringing other people into our family drama. Like, it's not like my dad had a friend or an uncle, or my mom had her sisters or anything come and tell me what to do because she couldn't control me or something like that. And it would be vice versa. We just didn't, it was just certain boundaries that you don't cross messing with other people's kids. There's women I date, I won't even cross that boundary with their kids to have um altercations with them or disputes with them, because one thing like me, I was dating a girl one time, and me and her kid didn't too much get along. I wouldn't say get along. I just didn't have time for, a lot of the, whatever. And so pretty much I just ignored all the everything that she done. I just ignored it because it wasn't like she was going out of her way to be malicious to me, so I didn't really care. Everything that her and her mama had going on, I just didn't care. I was like, man, hey, that's y'all. And it got to the point where it was just like, hey, you know, I had to let it be known that, if I'm gonna be here, you gotta show me some respect, because I'm not going out of my way to disrespect you, and I'm not gonna tolerate disrespect for nothing. Like, I'm not gonna tell you nothing that you shouldn't know or already known or already should have known. That's just the thing. So, but as far as friends, I learned a long time ago just by watching other people. Don't mess with other people's kids. Don't don't talk to them. Don't talk. Don't say you're gonna whoop them. Don't do nothing. I learned that a long time ago. Yeah, you gotta leave. Sometimes you gotta leave people alone, man, and you gotta move forward. Let me know what y'all think about this in the comment section.